Hey everyone, it's Mr. Flying Pig HD here. How have you been? It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, come on my son, get in there! Have some of that, Leicester City. We've just beaten Leicester 2-1 in the Community Shield at Wembley Stadium. The winners of the FA Cup have met the winners of the Premier League, and we have penetrated them to be winners of the community. It is absolutely fantastic. Great start to the season. First bit of silverware for Manchester United and for Jose Mourinho as well. So great way to start the season off before we get underway against Bournemouth, of course, next week. But you know, really happy in general with the way we performed. Of course, Zlatan Ibrahimovic popping up at the end there with his beautiful Swede of his and putting it in the net off the post to give us the 3 points. He's been brought in to score goals, and that is what he did today at a very important time. I thought other than that, it was pretty gash-tastic. Sort of looked like we had another Fellaini up front there with a different hairstyle. His touch was off. He didn't look sharp today. He had a reasonably quiet game, but he still produced at the most important of times there. So fair play to you, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Keep it up. We need match winners. We need goal scorers. And that is, it seems like, what we have got in Zlatan. So really happy about that. In general, the team performance was decent. We definitely looked like the better side out of the two. And let's not forget that Leicester City are Premier League champions. They do have some great players in there. Mahrez, Vardy, etc. Varez, that's a hybrid of the two. But no, Vardy scored the goal for them, of course, which was an absolute calamity from that Carlos Valderrama blonde highlight afro wannabe Marouane Fellaini, who I was absolutely distraught about seeing on the team sheet before the game. But he's had an absolute mare. He's played in Jamie Vardy. What was Marouane Fellaini doing there? I don't know. It just goes to show you he's a complete numpty. But he started the game today. He is a useful player to have, but he does have that calamity in him. He sort of reminds me of David James of the 90s when he had that blonde hair. He was a bit of a Calamity James. So there you go. We've got our Calamity Fellaini. He was in there today. Other than that mistake, though, Leicester City didn't cause us too many problems. They were a bit buoyed after scoring the goal, of course, and came at us. But generally, Manchester United deserved the win. I think there were some good performances in there. Let's actually talk about the players that we signed over the summer, who all featured today. Of course, Mkhitaryan for a few seconds, but I thought Eric Bailey was absolutely fantastic at centre back. You know, made some really key tackles in both halves, and generally looked very, very solid. I've got to admit, I was really impressed with the performance of Eric Bailly. So a lot more to see from him, I'm sure. But considering he is young, considering he's come into a new sort of culture of football, I think he's adapted ever so well. And based on that one game alone, I think we have got a very good player. So get in there, my son, Eric Bailly. More to come from him. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, other than the goal, I thought he was pretty gash-tastic, as I mentioned earlier on. And I love Zlatan, but there's a lot more to come from Zlatan. He's got a lot more in the locker. He scored 51 goals or whatever last season. So he's got a lot more in his locker, and he will show that when the season gets underway. But he's still cropped up at the end there and got his beautiful noggin on that beautiful Antonio Valencia cross to give Manchester United the victory today. And that is basically all that matters, really. I mean, Jose Mourinho would be over the moon. I was quite happy with his selection today. I thought it looked good, it looked strong. Was a good mix of youth and experience, which a lot of people are saying he's not, he's going to go for experience. Well, that wasn't really the case today. And his substitutes, I think, were very proactive and did have an impact on the game at certain times. So, got to give a lot of credit to Jose Mourinho. A lot of people it was pretty much 50-50 split at one point whether we should replace Louis van Gaal with Jose Mourinho or not. I think we have made the right decision. I was always pro Mourinho. I think he's going to have a good, successful Manchester United career. He's played one competitive game as manager. He's got the Community Shield. Doesn't really mean shit, because didn't David Moyes do that when he came in charge? But still, it is a great way to start the season. It's a great victory. Good performance in there. David De Gea, solid as ever. Made everything look ridiculously easy today. Eric Bailly, Daily Ben, I thought they were very solid at the back there. Great to see Luke Shaw back as well after, an injury in his first competitive game back as well. So, he was looking fantastic last season before he got injured. Hopefully he can come back, slot right into the team in the Premier League when that gets underway, and have a very successful season, because he deserves it. He's a great player, great young player. He's still ridiculously young. Let's see how he bounces back from the horrific injury. Not frickin' forgot that, Bruno Alves. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about the performance out there. Absolutely over the moon that Zlatan Ibrahimovic has scored the winner today, and we've started the season off right, got the Community Shield in the bag. First trophy for Mourinho. It's a ridiculously positive day to be a Manchester United fan. Get in there, my son! Anyway, let me know what you guys thought. Please do get comments in below. As always, you can find me on Twitter and Facebook at Mr. Flying Pig HD, so go over there, check that out. Thank you very much for watching this. Chuck a like on this video, and as always, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Keep a lookout for upcoming videos on the channel. There'll be all sorts of videos coming. Of course, Paul Pogba's pretty much done were looking like it. You know, it's been speculated about for weeks and weeks. But it looks like he will be coming to Manchester United and having a medical with the club over the next few days. So I'll keep you notified on that. Sorry about the lack of videos over the last couple of weeks. Nothing's really been concrete. It's all been speculation and gossip. So I've not made too many videos, but there will be a lot more videos to come. Normal service will be resumed with the beginning of the season. Thank you very much for watching. This is Mr. Flying Pig HD. Take it easy, have some of that Leicester City, and get in there, my son.